Today we're going to visit Mr. Brantley and see about his new committee about culture. Let's get to it. WJW News. I'm Kirksey, and I'm here with Mr. Brantley.
How you doing?
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm from Savannah, Georgia. Came to South Georgia going to BSU, and this is my second year teaching. I teach 6th grade math remote. Last year I taught math and science, but this year I'm just teaching math remote.
We have been hearing about the new Culture Council Committee. Could you tell the audience a little bit about how this committee came to be and how it's helping with WJW?
So the School Culture Council is a group of teachers, and we may be expanding it soon, but initially we are trying to help build a culture here where every student feels like they belong here, and so we do that by helping to celebrate and recognize and support different cultures that exist here in our school building. So that's really what we've been doing.
As you and the audience know, it is Hispanic Heritage Month. So how are you helping the Willie J. Williams support and celebrate this new month, and what kind of activity?
This is something new that Willie J. is doing with the Culture Council, where we're celebrating the different cultures in our building. So we started off with Hispanic Heritage Month, Hispanic Heritage Month, and we have some days planned in the cafeteria to kind of work on our menu in the cafeteria to reflect Hispanic heritage. We are going to do some spirit days where students get the opportunity to kind of experience some of the culture that different countries of Hispanic heritage would experience. And then also during Flex, we've been pushing in some instruction to talk about the different countries, because not everybody is from Mexico, not everybody is from Puerto Rico, or there are different areas where Hispanic culture exists, and so that's our job to kind of make sure that we're informing and educating not just our students but also our staff on what Hispanic culture looks like and what it is, and so that we can kind of share that and make it a great experience for our students, not just those of Hispanic descent, but also all of our other students as well.
Do you have any last things you'd like to say to the audience?
Make sure you guys kind of tune in. We're going to be doing, the Culture Council is just getting started, but we are having plans for our students, for our staff, just to experience culture in a new way, so that our building becomes more warm, our building becomes more of a community where everybody feels like they belong here.
All right. Thank you for joining us today,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Brantley. This is Kirksey reporting live from Mr. Brantley's room.
Let's take a look at Willis and Nyla's overview of Hispanic Heritage Month.
Hello, today we'll be talking about Hispanic Heritage Month. Hispanic Heritage Month is celebrated from September 15th to October 15th.
In 1968, President Lyndon Johnson started Hispanic Heritage Week in 1988.
And then in 1988, President Ronald Reagan turned Hispanic Heritage Week from a week into a month.
We started celebrating because Latin American countries finally got their independence.
The 5 countries that are chosen to be celebrated in Latin America are Costa Rica, El Salvador, Honduras, Guatemala, Nicaragua.
We celebrate to recognize the countries and to learn the history behind it. Many people celebrate this month by participating in activities such as festivals, concerts, and exhibits.
We celebrate to recognize the countries you learn the history behind it.
Interesting fact, Spanish is the second most used language in America.
And now the commercial with Trysten and Willis about washing your hands.
Man, I don't feel bad about it.
This idiot didn't wash his hands.
It was at this moment that he knew he should have washed his hands.
Should have just washed your hands, kid.
Oh yeah, I thought I should wash my hands.
Make sure to keep washing your hands, or Trysten will come after you and freeze you in time and push you into the wall.
This is Miss Martha down at Student Services, and we're going to be interviewing her for Hispanic Heritage Month. How did your family come to the USA?
Well, my great-grandfather was originally from Puerto Rico, which made my grandfather a U.S. citizen, and he had the right to bring his family over. But it wasn't so simple to come to the U.S. In Cuba, basically, you get punished by the government when you try to leave. So my parents, they couldn't practice medicine at a minimum of like 5 years prior to leaving the country. So it took us about 9 years total to be able to come to the U.S.
Why do you think it's important to know about your Hispanic heritage?
Well, it allows you to appreciate things in life that you would normally take for granted. Like, for you guys, it's just a habit to, in the mornings, get out of bed, and you know there's gonna be a bus, or your mom and dad will be able to take you to school. In Cuba, we don't have that. We don't even have free lunches. So your parents have to provide everything, and a lot of times you have to walk to school. I used to walk 40 minutes to school and then back home every single day to be able to get to school.
That's tough. Miss Martha, what is your favorite thing about your Hispanic heritage?
Well, one of my favorite things about my culture is the food, definitely good, and coffee. I love Cuban coffee.
Do you like living in America?
I do. It gave my family and I an opportunity for a better quality of life. I do miss my family, I'm not gonna lie, but I can always go back and visit one day.
Thank you, Miss Martha, for sharing with us.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys.
Favorite type of Mexican food?
Well, like, there's a lot of types of food. Well, there's like tortas, there's tacos, there's some, well, most of y'all won't know, but there's like picadas, gorditas.
What's your favorite thing about Hispanic culture?
When we all get together as family, we like celebrate together a lot.
And it's like so much, so I would say like, well, in here it's probably like tacos, but back there in Mexico, it's probably gonna be most likely, probably like unas picadas y sabrositas. You probably don't know what I just said, and what I did say was that it's like, so the picadas are like.
How are you proud of your Hispanic heritage?
I'm proud of my Hispanic heritage because my grandparents moved here from Mexico and because it needs to be shown around the world, and Hispanics need to be respected the same as other races.
Tortilla, but they're like on just plain tortilla with.
Wait, how did your parents come to America?
My mom came here when she was 18 with her younger sister and her older sister. They came here in Moultrie, Georgia, and they lived somewhere down there. And my dad came here when he was 17. He went to Austin, Texas, then he came here. And they're molded into like a little, well, how do you call it? Like, I guess you could say pot. And then you just put like beans, black beans in it. And you can do other stuff with it too. And that's just delicious.